Good morning, Colfax, and welcome to CTV. I'm joined by Lauren Maynard, and today we'll be checking in with a club whose simple mission is to support students.
We go to the mat and explore how some of our girls take on the sport of wrestling.
And we get you ready for the postseason with Mary and Bethany in Around the PBL. Welcome to the show. With spring just around the corner, many programs on campus are already starting to build for next year. If you're interested in being part of the leadership program, link crew program, or peer mentoring program, check out the In the News portion of our website to fill out applications. The leadership and link crew applications are due February 28th, and both new and returning students need to fill them out to be considered.
A rising winter sport for female athletes on the Colfax High School campus is wrestling. Reporter Atene Muro with camera ops Mary O'Rourke and Xander Rowe connected with some of our female warriors to get their perspective on the sport.
Women's wrestling programs nationwide have grown consistently over the past 27 years, and most significantly in the past 5. Currently, 6 different states sanction high school state championships, and many other states are on the brink of doing the same. Colfax is also showing growth in the sport with a talented female wrestling's growing every year.
Even though we have only 4 girls, I think we're all really strong in our own ways. We have 2 new wrestlers, and they've been doing really well this season. I'm really proud of how they've progressed as wrestlers.
First-year wrestler Emily Cerna is quickly improving and is a rising talent for the Falcons. Cerna not only loves her new sport, but she feels that it is having a positive impact on her life. Coach and newly graduated Falcon Heaven Lang is passionate about wrestling, its benefits, and the impact it can have on athletes' lives.
I see the wrestlers grow every day as people during practice and just the way that they work, but also just the fact that wrestling is an individual sport and a team sport at the same time. So they have to go out there, all eyes on them, and display what they know, and that can be really hard on a person, mentally and physically. So I see them grow in their knowledge and just like confidence.
Junior wrestler Aries Layton is the most veteran of the girls wrestlers and has a personal aspirations to wrestle in the highest level possible before she graduates.
So this year I'm really hoping that I'm able to make it to Masters, something I've been striving for since I started wrestling, and I don't know, just get better as a wrestler, be stronger. I want to try to place at every tournament for as many tournaments as I can next year.
Reporting for CTV with Colfax Wrestling Team, I'm Atene Muro.
Last week, students received registration materials and on Thursday participated in Course Preview Day. The preparatory effort was aimed at completing registration by today in the Aries portal. Remember, you need 8 primary courses that include your core classes and also must log 4 alternate classes, just in case one of your first 8 is not available or there's a schedule conflict.
The leadership program has selected their second-term freshman president and vice president. Congratulations to Bryn Edmiston for being elected president and Andrea Nossel being selected as vice president. The class of 2023 is in good hands, as these girls will guide the freshman class into their first Olympic week, as well as look for ways to serve both the class and school.
Being a teenager and navigating high school is a tricky task for most of us, and Colfax High School knows this and tries to partner with students to provide as many points of support as possible. One of these points is the GSA Club, and reporter Kylie Powell investigated how this club lends a helping hand to any student in need.
The LGBTQ+ community is widespread throughout Colfax High School, and today we're going to give you some insight about how Colfax supports this community.
GSA is a club here on campus that supports students who want to both be allies and students who identify along the LGBTQIA through Z spectrum. GSA stands for Genders and Sexualities Alliance.
42% of students that are part of the LGBTQ+ community have reported living in an unwelcoming environment that causes depression, mental health, tobacco use, and more. But Colfax High School has many ways to address these problems, to include the simple word respect. Alyssa Pettit, president of the GSA Club, has some simple ways to show respect and support towards their community.
So some of the simple ways students on campus can support other students, one of the easiest and honestly kind of most helpful ways is to, if you're not sure what someone's pronouns are, is to just ask. That one can mean the world to someone, or just, it's a good practice we're trying to encourage, at least within the club especially, is just to double check if you're not positive, and if they seem a little uncomfortable when you just assume and use one pronoun or another, just check in and ask. Just make sure, and just letting your friends know that you're there for them. And
whether it be a simple understanding of what support your fellow students need or being a supportive member of the GSA Club, Ms. Myers and her club members are working daily to create a supportive environment.
Some of the main topics and discussion points, we have an agenda planned every club meeting, and we meet the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. We also talk about pronouns, we talk about terminology, we talk about ways that we can support. We have guest speakers that come in. We work with other organizations in the community like PFLAG, and some of our students have taken their own field trip down and been in some pride parades and things like that. So,
reporting here for Colfax High School, I'm Kylie Powell, signing off.
The Colfax High School Chess Tournament is back. The 4th annual event will take place from February 24th through the 28th, and you must register by February 21st to play. To enter the competition, see Mr. Devine in the Learning Commons or email him. There's no prize, only the admiration and respect of your peers.
There's a common saying in sports that there are only 3 seasons for each sport. The first is the preseason, the second is league, and the third is playoffs. Our Colfax athletes have put in the hard work, and it is paying off with league titles, and a number of teams have punched their ticket for the 3rd season. Mary and Bethany have it all for you in Around the PVL.
Welcome to Around the PVL. I'm Mary O'Rourke with Bethany Gadway. The league season has come to a close, and today we take a look at the postseason picture. Bethany got a snapshot of the snowboard team as they get ready for state.
The Colfax Falcons snowboard team has spent all season long training for states, and it's approaching quickly. States will kick off March 3rd and will continue through the 5th. The largest team in history, 34 riders, placed second in league and qualified a whopping 23 riders for the state championships. Varsity snowboarder Faith Mora is currently ranked 3rd in the league and will be joined by teammates Chloe Qualls, Lauren Conway, and Caitlin Simpson as they shake up the state, just like Faith did last year.
My hopes for states are to personally place top 3. Last year I got 4th, so hopefully move up a little bit. And then as a team, I really want to place at states. We typically don't place at states just because we normally have a small team, but this year we had 34 kids, which was amazing, so we're going to bring a lot of kids to states this year.
On the boys' side, defending state champion Tyler Sudgen is fresh off a league title and will lead Drew Garcia, Garrett Arcand, Ryan Donovan, Zach Samuelson, Nathan Francella, Caleb Howard, and Dylan Garcia into the championships with hopes of getting the team on the podium.
The boys basketball team has possibly punched their ticket for the playoffs. The Falcons put together their best performance of the season last Wednesday when they downed Lyndhurst by 19 points. Dakota Campos led the charge with 17 points on senior night. The Division 5 playoff field will feature 10 teams, and if Colfax makes the cut, they will likely be in the 10th seed and face the number 1 seed tomorrow night on the road.
On the girls' side, it has been a magical season, and the best is yet to come.
The Lady Falcons have soared through the league season, going undefeated for the 2nd season in a row. In the second quarter of last Friday night's game against Bear River, senior Grace Bliss broke the career scoring record, eclipsing the previous record of 2,073 points set in 1993 by Kelly Kepler. The Lady Falcons are looking forward to receiving the number 1 seed in Division 5, with Futures High School and Golden Sierra likely grabbing the 2nd and 3rd seed respectively. With the number 1 seed, the Falcons can count on home court advantage through the section semifinals, and with wins, a shot at a section title at the Golden One Center on February 27th or 28th. Tonight is the beginning of what could be a historic run through the playoffs. So if you want to witness history, make your way to the Nest tonight and mark your calendars for Thursday and Monday. Check the Leadership Instagram for the Nest theme and get in free.
This is a CTV Sports Playoff Update. We have the skinny on exactly what the girls' and boys' basketball playoff runs are going to look like. The girls did earn the number 1 seed and, with it, a bye in the first round. They will open the postseason on Thursday at the Pucci Pavilion, and with a win, will play a semifinal game at home on Monday. A win on Monday will put them in the section title game at the Golden One Center on Friday at 10 a.m. Mr. Lundberg, Mr. Hyman, and leadership are working to figure it out how we can get a huge field trip to the Golden One Center for those that are interested. So we need to pack the nest and do our part to get the girls to the title, and then hopefully we are road tripping. In the boys division, Colfax is the 10th seed and will take on the 7th seed Woodland Christian on the road tomorrow. The matchup should be good as both teams fell to Bear River by 3 points. So on paper, it should be tight. If the boys can put together 3 straight wins, they will be playing for a section title on Friday, the 28th, which means it could be a Colfax doubleheader at the Golden One Center.
The girls' soccer team has settled into playing in the winter, and despite dealing with injury, sickness, and sometimes soaked fields, they are having one of the best seasons in recent history.
Our girls' soccer team finished the regular season with an 18-3 record, including a perfect 10-0 run through the PVL. The final run included 8 shutouts and a 2-1 win over Cerna to lock up the league title. This is the 2nd year in a row the team earned a playoff berth, and they are expected to earn the number 1 or number 2 seed overall. This top seed will garner them home games tonight, Thursday, and hopefully a section title appearance on Saturday at a location to be determined. Goals will be at a premium in the playoffs, and leading goal scorers Sydney Bain, Sophia Wallach, and Shaylin Ackerman will be counted on to deliver like they have all season long.
This is another playoff update. The girls' soccer team locked down the number 1 seed and will start their playoff journey at Marson Stadium tonight at 6 p.m. against Waterford. With a win, they should have a home doubleheader with girls' basketball. That's right, we would have a soccer and basketball playoff game on the same night, and it's all free to students. If the soccer team wins on Thursday, they will play for a section title at Liberty Ranch on Saturday at 6 p.m. Our Nordic ski team has quietly been tackling mountain after mountain in multiple different disciplines all over the Sierras and are now turning their attention to qualifying for states.
Our Nordic skiers have been preparing and racing all season long. Megan Schwartz and Paige Griffin stood out in the Mammoth Lakes Girls 7,000 meter classic event and have been earning respect from skiers and coaches alike. Alex Hagan, Griffin Vernon, Megan Schwartz, Matt, and Daniel Bittner took on the 26-kilometer Tahoe Rim Tour race with 105 other skiers and completed the most challenging race the Auburn Ski Club has to offer. This week, the Nordic ski team will change disciplines and complete a 1K skate race. With the state finals quickly approaching, our skiers will get 2 weeks to prepare for the 1-kilometer sprint race that will give them the opportunity to qualify for state.
Good luck to the Nordic team on their quest for state. In the Alpine discipline, Karina Martel and Miracle Wooten will represent the Falcons for the women, and Karina is the favorite to capture an amazing 3rd state title. On the boys' side of the mountain, Gary Thomas has locked down a slot in the state race, and in Sophil, his teammates Ben Ferguson, Ben Schwartz, and Noah Francello will join him. All 3 of those skiers have 2 more races to determine their fate.
With only 1 home match a year, it is easy to forget we have the largest wrestling team in 10 years, and they're all about making some noise in the postseason.
On Friday, February 14th, the wrestling team started their journey into the postseason at the Sac Joaquin Section Championship meet. To qualify, each wrestler had to be in the top 4 of his or her weight class in league. For the boys, both Tommy Rand and Seth Bailey took 3rd in the PVL. both Ryan Watts and Mark Hamlin grabbed the final section spots for the PVL in their weight classes. Due to the limited amount of girls in the PVL, and because of their wins in the regular season, all 4 Falcon girls, Aries Layton, Emily Cerna, Desiree Dagan, and Amber Guglielmini, all made it to the big dance. The competition at the section level is stiff, and all but Ryan Watts were eliminated in the first day. Watts took his 30-7 season record into the finals on Saturday with the hopes of a section title.
There you have it, Colfax. The winter season is at its peak, and there are so many opportunities to get out and see some great sports action, be a part of history, and have some fun. And it's all for free. For Bethany Gadway, I'm Mary Rourke, and we will see you in the nest.
Thank you, Mary and Bethany. Remember, students are free for playoff games, so come out and be part of all these exciting playoff runs. Have some fun with your friends, and don't forget, high school only happens once, and you never know if you'll have the opportunity to see teams this good again.
We will be staying with our bi-weekly show format as we continue to invest in new talent, but rest assured, Colfax, we are working hard to get back to the weekly format.
Until then, I'm Lauren Maynard.
And I'm Atania Miro. Have a good day, Colfax.